Hey, what's up? Adding the inclusion to your sourdough bread boosts up the flavor and make it even more interesting. Today I'm gonna try something different. Kimchi. This bread, my friend, is spicy, sour, and loaded with flavors. Let's make it, shall we? In a medium-sized bowl, add 7 grams salt, 200 gram water. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of gochujang. This is a fermented chili paste. It's not that spicy, but if you don't like it, you can skip it. Mixy. My starter right out of the fridge. It's been here for 2 days unfed. It's still active, right? 70 gram starter. Mixy. Didn't buy a big pack of kimchi, so I have 40 gram kimchi juice. Of course, you can add more, as much as you want. Make sure to check how much liquid you have in the recipe. We don't want the hydration level to exceed 75%. And last but not least, 350 gram bread strong flour. Wet up your hand and mix this bad boy. Once you add a shaggy dough like this, cover it up and let it rest for 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, the dough gains some beautiful strength. That's the magic of time. Slightly oil up or water up the surface and bring the dough on the surface. Maybe a few slap and fold, not more than 5, and round it up with the help of the surface. The dough feels a bit stickier than my normal sourdough. I reduced the hydration level to 70% for this recipe. Cover it up and this time let it rest for 1 hour. Bring the dough on the surface. And this time I'm gonna give this bad boy a set of lamination. Why? Because it's the best time to add any inclusion. Try to spread the dough as much as you can, as thin as possible. Finally, the interesting part, adding the kimchi as inclusion. As much as you like. To make it even more interesting, I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese. I have Parmigiano, you can add cheddar. Now, time to fold all the side to the center. And then slightly round it up with the help of the surface. Cover it up and let it rest for another hour. And then a set of coil fold. Cover it up and let it ferment. 1 hour and 45 minutes later, at 28 degrees Celsius, it's puffy and airy, the surface is not sticky to touch anymore, and pulls away from the side of the bowl easily. And if I flip the bowl, the dough released like a piece of cake. I know, I added a little too much of that kimchi, but it's gonna taste great, right? So who cares? Round it up gently with the help of the surface, and this was pre-shaped. Let it sit on the counter for 15 to 20 minutes uncovered. Lid it with a flour. Almost forgot. Let's add a little bit of greens to this dough too. Scallions, chives, what do you say? Yep, that's the result of too much inclusion. But again, who cares when it's gonna taste great, right? Into the banneton, and probably this dough needs some stitching too. Let's see. Something like this. Gorgeous, right? Now into the fridge for overnight cold proof. The next beautiful morning, baking time. I'm gonna score it carefully because this bread loaded with inclusion. Into the preheated oven at 230 degrees Celsius. Bake for 20 minutes with steam. And then reduce the heat to 215 degrees Celsius and bake for another 20 to 25 minutes. Tasting time. Very interesting. It's not that spicy. I mean, the flavor is there, but it's not spicy. And those kimchis got caramelized inside the oven. My God. So fluffy inside, crispy crust. You need to try this. Keep baking and take a good care of yourself.